I choose a district line when I go to London quite often because I get a seat because it starts here, and because when I've get on the train and got a seat I can read. It's a very civilised and peaceful way of doing the journey.
This is a district line train to Upminster.
I read. I was reading my book. I paint. I write books. I write songs. One Love. Bob Marley Colours.
What did I think about on my journey? Well, most of the time when I am travelling, I'm either reading the paper or I'll have my headphones in, like listening to music. So not really much is going through my head at the time. I guess just not really envying the day of work ahead of me.
Normally I read the paper, and I also have a variety of mobile devices which I do various things from work to research on.
I'm definitely one for observing people, so it is quite interesting to just sort of scout a train out and just have a look at what other people are doing and little maybe mannerisms and idiosyncrasies and things. Yeah.
Look at people. Make up stories about them in my head. That you just look at a person and you just try to make up the life story just to amuse yourself. She's probably had a long day at work, she probably has no kids. I just use my imagination, really.
I think a lot about my children and what they're doing, what they need to do, and what I need to get organised for them and things like that. If I was to describe my journey in one word, it would be long.
Uncomfortable.
Frustrating.
Convoluted.
The train was extremely packed and it was sardines all the way, and I nearly fell out the door when it opened onto the platform.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
I was looking in the map for the directions because I don't know very well the tube, that's why. I was just thinking to get correctly to where I was going.
I tend to go into a bit of a trance, and so I tend to be looking not at anything in particular. I'm not aware that I'll be looking out the window or anything like that. There are occasions when I step back and say, oh, this is a beautiful countryside, and I look out, but then I'm not thinking of anything. I'm actually reflecting on how nice the journey is. But typically I'm a bit lost in my own kind of cloud.
Yes, I like looking out the window. I like to see what's changed. There's always a new building going up or something being knocked down. You don't see much sort of spectacular stuff like crime being committed. But there's just an ever-changing city. And the weather, different weather every day. Sometimes a big aeroplane to look at.
I think people are very much in their encompassed in their own worlds, in their own little bubble, if you like. I know that feeling when you don't want to really talk or interact with other people. On the other hand, I think sometimes, maybe it would be nice if you just did say good morning to like a random person, or even just, I don't know, just give someone a smile. My journey was fantastic today. Yes, it was. It ran like clockwork, and I was very happy.